G'day guys, so today is blue tongue skink feeding day, so we're going to feed everyone, have a look at the different species I have, and a bit of a collection tour, so it should be a fun one. So I'm going to be giving these guys a bit of a treat today because they've been eating a lot of the same thing lately, so it's time I mixed it up a little bit. And today I've got some Insectigold. I know that they love this stuff, go check out my review on this if you like. And I've also got this sticky foot food that Arcadia sent me. And this stuff's sort of like a gecko diet with a lot of fruit and stuff like that. It's also got insects in it as well, so it's good to have for a little bit of a treat for the blue tongues, and I'm going to mix these two together and they should absolutely love it. Alright, so first we'll start off with my arid blue tongues. Up the top here I've got my centralians, which are absolutely awesome. And then down here I've got my westerns, which are being a bit shy at the moment. Let's see if they want some. This is a little male down here, I think. Yep, right into it. Try and see if I can get them out. Yep, here they come. There's the smaller male eating, and then here comes the suspected female, which is my favourite coloured western. She has beautiful whites down her back, which is what I really enjoy about westerns, is when they're nice and brightly coloured. Yeah, they're a beautiful species. They're a bit more common than centralians, but they're still one of the rarest species you don't see around too much. There's actually a few of them overseas popping up a bit more now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're a cool species. They're kind of a lot like eastern blue tongues in appearance and in sort of temperament, but they are a bit more shy. They don't like to be handled as much, and they of course come from the drier areas of Western Australia through South Australia and in the western side of New South Wales. But these guys are a Western Australian coastal locality, Geraldton, and they're loving this food. Moving on from the westerns, here of course we have the centralian blue tongues. These guys have been my favourite species for a very long time, and they are just absolutely awesome. Really quite different to the other blue tongues. As you can see, this female here is just absolutely chunky as. Ooh, and she's keen on food, that's for sure. These guys are nuts for this stuff. They love their insects in the wild. And yeah, this girl is a pig, and she's gonna smash right into it. But yeah, she's hopefully gravid with babies. I'm really hoping she is. They had some breeding action a little while ago, and yeah, it would be absolutely amazing to get some little baby dinosaurs. There you go. So yeah, these guys come from the driest, hottest parts of Australia. They're a real desert skink, that's for sure. Like, they're a bit smaller than the other species, and they're a bit more robust, a bit more compacted, I suppose, so they can hold water a lot longer and survive those really dry, harsh conditions. Alright, so then we come outside and we see these guys. Some of the most beautiful of the blue tongue skinks. These are of course my blotch blueies. So these are of course some of my alpine blotch blue tongues. This boy here is actually the first one I ever got. He's looking absolutely awesome. Let's see if they want some food. He's bred with both of these females in here, so hopefully they are actually gravid. So put some of that in, he should start going nuts for it. So yeah, they're a beautiful species. These guys come from the Blue Mountains sort of area. and up around those really high alpine regions of New South Wales. And they also range down into Victoria as well as Tasmania. But the alpine form just sticks to the mountains, and they're the most pretty coloured in my opinion. And I've got quite a few pairs of these alpine blotch blue tongues. Here's another female in this other pair. You can see those breeding marks on their back there. We've just come out of the breeding season for these guys, and hopefully these girls have some babies growing inside them, but they still got those scars for a little while. This blotchy mating is actually quite brutal. So give some to them. We'll move on to a special little... So in this enclosure we actually have a favourite of many people all around the world. And this is actually Crowley. So this is actually an eastern blue-tongued skink. A more common species, except this guy is actually a hypermelanistic morph. So he's completely black all over except his belly. He's got a nice bright orange belly. It's just a stunning animal. So we'll put him down and see if he wants some food as well. Then out here in this smaller setup I've actually got some young blotchies that I'm growing up. These guys are absolutely beautiful. I definitely recommend you go check out my friend's channel, Beach's Scaly Beasts. He actually bred these blotchies and they have phenomenal colours and they're just awesome animals. This one's a male and the girl's even nicer. She's buried down in here somewhere. They love this sugarcane mulch to bury in. There she is. Yeah, she's beautiful. Big solid animal. So they've been growing up out here, growing like weeds, and they're gonna tuck into this food big time. So last but not least, we have the skinks up here in the pits. So we actually have quite a rare sight. Over there is my female eastern blue tongue. I don't see her a lot because she usually runs away and hides. But she's absolutely beautiful. She's a nice caramel colour and she's probably got babies in her at the moment. So yeah, these are my pits I've made. These are my real naturalistic ones. I've made these big rock box hides at the back, all fake rock. And yeah, in this one I've got a pair of eastern blue tongues, just your common sort of variety, nice lookers though. And then over here we have some more alpine blotchies. Here's a gravid girl right there under her plants. And there's the male back there about to run away. But yeah, I'll leave some food up in here for them and they'll eat it at their own leisure because they'll usually run away as soon as they walk in there. Yeah, it's so awesome having these guys out here in this naturalistic enclosure, and she is chunky as, oh my god, she hasn't even eaten yet. She's definitely got some babies in there, which I'm super excited for. I love keeping blue-tongued skinks, as you can probably tell. Having all these different species is just such a privilege. I'm so lucky to have them, and I love them all. Blotchies have been probably my favourite species out of them all, just for overall keeping, because you can have them outdoors pretty much anywhere. And they go awesome. They can handle really cold temperatures, a lot of humidity, and they're just really tough. But those centralians I've got now, they're just a whole nother ballpark. They're really cool looking little units, but unfortunately they can only be kept inside. But yeah, blue tongues in general are really easy to keep, really easy to feed. Today's their treat day and they're loving it. So hopefully I'll get a bunch of babies here soon, and I'll update you guys when that happens. So if you like the video, make sure you give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more Australian reptiles, leave a like and I'll see you next time. That's a feeding response. Bloody hell. This girl's a pig, but I'm not surprised because she's got babies in there for sure. So I think that's the Arcadia Sticky Foot and Insectigold mix approved. These are some happy skinks right here. Yeah.